Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for October. We're looking at October. We'll give you a peek into the month here today. And we are reading for career, finances, and love. And I'm also going to hit it up with some tarot. We're going to look at the situation for you, what's working for you, what your obstacles might be, and what maybe some sort of outcome might come from whatever is going on in the month of October. Aries, welcome here, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aries, or if you are somebody who's cross-watching, you're always so welcome. Let's find out what's going on for October, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries, please. Tell me what's going on for Aries for career. Tell me about career for Aries. Tell me about Aries' career. We've got passion ignited. So Aries, it feels like there is something new. So either whatever job you're doing right now or whatever career you're in right now, it feels like something is going to be renewed and ignited. So passion ignited. So you're either going to find out something new and do something new in the career that you're already in, or possibly maybe moving to a new career, because passion ignited is card number 1. It is the Ace of Wands. So it's like a new path is opening for you here. We do have partnerships and alliances. So it does feel like this is going to be a celebratory time for you. I also feel that you will be you'll be meeting people who I feel want to partner with you. Let's talk about finances. Tell me about finances for Aries, please, for October 2024. Tell me about finances. Tell me about finances, please. We've got surrender. So I think that you need to surrender control here. And I mean, we all need a certain amount of control with our finances, but it almost feels like you need to go with the flow. So we'll clarify that a little more and find out what's going on with that. We do have card number 12, right? And 12 is about the intuition. So I feel like that you are supposed to deal with your finances in an intuitive way. So I want to say that if somebody tells you to do something, invest somewhere, I feel like you need to check in with yourself first. We do have patience. Have patience with your finances here. But the 3 is the Empress. And so it tells me abundance, but it might take some time. So have patience, yield to whatever you need to yield to. Feels like there is some abundance coming for you, but you might need to surrender some things, or I feel like you need to get balanced in some things, because 3 is the number of the Empress. Look, we have 3 and 3 here. Isn't that interesting? We have card 39, which is another 3 as well. All right, let's find out what's going on in love for Aries. Tell me about love for Aries, please. Tell me about love for Aries. All right. We've got give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. So something new is coming for you, Aries. It says, know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires, which also talks about boundaries or knowing your own worth. Right? Knowing that you do have a worth and that you're allowed to be picky. There's so many people out there who think that people who are single are not happy, and it's not the truth. We choose to be single. Those of us who choose it are waiting for the right person. We're not taking just any old body that shows up, right? We're not just taking the warm body. It feels like here, I feel like you're already in gratitude. It tells me here that you need to give thanks for the blessings. So being in gratitude for where you are at this moment, whether you are single or whether you're in a relationship, know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Bottom of the deck, we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So somebody here might have gone through turmoil in a relationship and is not interested in any more relationships, but I'm going to say there's something new coming. Something is showing up for you that is brand new here. Let's get some tarot and find out what's going on. Tell me about Aries, please. We're going to talk about career first. We're going to talk about the situation. I just need to move things over here. Tell me what the situation is for Aries in terms of career. Tell me what the situation is about. Situation in career for Aries. We do have the Five of Cups, so maybe it tells me you're not exactly happy where you are, and you might be thinking about moving on to something new, something that is lights a passion within you. So for some of you, maybe you're leaving work to start a business or something like that, but it feels with the Five of Cups here that I feel like you're not exactly happy with the place that you're in right now, and that's the situation. So what's working for you currently in your career? What's working? We've got the Six of Swords. So what's working, I feel, is that you're learning a lot of things. As a reader, I see the Six of Swords as, why would somebody take all of those heavy swords in the boat that could poke a hole in the boat, right? What's the point? And I think it's because we want to keep with us the things that we've learned. The communications, connections, the things that were taught to us, they're important lessons that I feel you want to take with you. So I feel what's working for you is that you've gained a lot of knowledge in the career that you're in already. Tell me what the obstacles are in career. Tell me what the obstacles are. We've got the Knight of Cups. Oh, very interesting. I feel like the place where you work isn't busy enough for you. It's very passive. Like it feels like it never changes, I want to say. Passive energy in terms of an obstacle is like it's not moving quick enough, or it's not growing fast enough, or I'm not growing there fast enough, something like that. It's quite passive. What's the outcome for career, please? What's the outcome for career? We do have the King of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, that tells me that somebody throws a little bit of a tantrum, I'm just going to say. That's what we'll come back to that and we'll clarify these, but let's get on to finances. Tell me about the situation with the finances. Tell me about finances. Tell me about finances, Aries. Oh, something is flipped. We've got the Four of Cups. Somebody's snoozing on it here. I feel like your finances are balanced, I want to say. I feel as though you're not really happy, you're not really unhappy, things seem very balanced. Fours are about stability, but we do have somebody here who's snoozing on opportunities here. So there might be some more opportunities coming your way in the month of October, but you've got to be aware. You can't be snoozing on it here. Tell me more, what is working for Aries in their finances? What's working for you? We've got Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you're in some sort of a partnership. I feel like whatever you do pays you really well. I feel like whatever you do, that your work may be on display. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, though, as it pertains to finances, that maybe you could be making more money. And I feel like that's what you're after in the month of October. Finding new ways, new partnerships, new networking possibilities. Being with people, in groups of people who I feel can sort of talk to you about what you do. Like it feels like you might be going to conventions, or it feels like you are ready to learn something new from people that are around you, that you're looking for a solid and sturdy partnership. It could be a business partnership. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me more about finances. What's the obstacle in the finances here? We do have the obstacle being the Ace of Wands. You've got to go slow. I feel like the Ace of Wands tells me that when new opportunities show up, you shouldn't ignore them, but please go over them with a fine-tooth comb. It feels like the Ace of Wands is the obstacle, and when it shows up as the obstacle, to me it's kind of like in the reverse. So the Ace of Wands tells me you need to slow down. You need to go over details. Don't be jumping into anything in fire. Just because it excites you, it doesn't mean it's necessarily for you. Tell me what the outcome is for finances. We do have the Emperor. Well, I feel like something is working out for you. We're going to come back and clarify. It feels like you are feeling pretty bossed up, I think, in the month of October as it pertains to your finances, Aries. Things are working out for you pretty well. Let's talk about love. We've got the situation. I feel like something new is on the way, but I feel like you need to be grateful for what you have right now, whether you're in a relationship or not. Take it as it resonates for you. The situation is the Seven of Swords. So I do feel that the situation here, it says, know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. But I don't think you trust really easily. I don't think that you trust people that easily. And I think that you're trying to heal that and leave behind any sort of blocks that you might have. We'll talk a little bit more about that. What's working for you in the love sector here? We've got the World card. Well, what's working for you is I feel like you have ended some sort of a chapter. Maybe you've ended a chapter of being with people you don't necessarily trust. It happens all the time. People end up being in long-term relationships and they don't last forever because we end up not having any trust for each other. It feels like you feel that closing the door on this type of thing is an accomplishment, and I think that you're correct. Tell me what the obstacles are in love. For Aries, what's the obstacles? We've got the Fool in the reverse, that you tend to jump in head first. And then maybe you feel like the fool later on, that you that maybe you're jumping in head first with passion, head first in fire, and the Fool in the reverse tells me that you end up feeling like a fool later on when things don't work out. Tell me what the outcome is. Tell me what the outcome is. The outcome is 10 of Cups. So look, I feel like there is something that's coming here. Something that is coming that is brand new. It does say here, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. So I feel like there is love coming for you in this particular month. We do have the Hanged Man. So the overall energy is the Hanged Man. I feel like you are gaining perspective on career, finances, and love. It feels like you're holding your energy back or waiting. I feel like the whole, it's like gaining perspective. Before I do anything, I want to gain perspective on the situation. Let's talk about clarifying just a little bit. Tell me about passion ignited for career for Aries, please. That is Aries. It is the Ace of Wands. Tell me about passion ignited for Aries. One more. One more for Aries. Okay, and there it is. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. What do we have here? We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, it does really feel to me that it feels like there's a lot of movement, and I think there's going to be a lot of movement, and I mean, I'm talking about the zodiac. I feel like the collective, there's going to be a lot of movement in jobs, ending jobs and starting jobs. We still have one more eclipse to go through October the 2nd, right? And that one is all about balance because I think it's in Libra. So that one's all about bringing things into balance here. So we do have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands tells me that the ships that are coming in for you is something brand new, something that is going to ignite your passion. The Five of Wands tells me that when it does show up, that you're going to kind of give it the side eye. You're not really sure if you want to leave your comfortable place, right? The place where you've been in your career for a long time. The Five of Wands is holding back or a bit of indecision, wondering what the competition is like out there. Am I really going to be able to find what I love, what I want? And the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. So I feel like, first of all, I don't think that you're supposed to say anything to the people around you. And second of all, again, it's another indication that you must go slow. Don't jump into anything that you're not sure of. Make sure that you're patient. Make sure that you feel the shift, right? The moment of alchemy is a shift of energy. It's like one day you go to sleep and you're like, I really hate that job. I don't want to get up in the morning. The next morning you get up and you're like, you know what? I think I can do this today because change is on the horizon. Like it feels like you will get some sort of a shift of energy to tell you when it's time to go. So tell me about the Five of Cups, because I feel like wherever you are working in your career right now, I don't think you're happy there. Tell me about the Five of Cups. We've got the Page of Swords. Yeah, I don't think you're happy there. I feel as though I feel it's almost like a feeling of I can't do anything right. It's like they always treat me like I'm the newest person. They don't give me a lot of information. It's like they don't feel like I can handle a lot of information. I feel like you can. I feel like you're alert. I feel like you're observant. I also feel like I feel like they treat you like a child. Like I feel like they treat you like the newbie there. You might be the newbie there, but I feel like you have enough information, enough knowledge from the job where you are right now, and I feel like they don't treat you like that. So I feel like you're unhappy. It doesn't feel like a very good environment that you're in right now. I feel like there are still things there for you to learn. I feel like they've taught you a lot of things. You've been a student. You've soaked up everything here, but I feel like you're just not happy with it. They treat you like you're new or that you're not capable. This is a child we're talking about, right? The Page of Swords is a child in their teens, right? So they're treating you like somebody who's new or not capable or you can't handle it. It feels like that's what's going on here. What is working for you is the Six of Swords. So you are learning a lot of things, right? You're learning a bunch of stuff that I feel you're going to hang on to as best practices in your life here. We do have the Ace of Wands. Again, the Ace of Wands is here. It feels like I'm going to take the knowledge, the things that they gave me, and I'm going to go. It feels like you need to go on a new path here. The obstacles is the Knight of Cups, because things aren't moving quick enough for you. And I don't think it's because you're impatient. That's not what I think. I feel like things really are not moving very quickly for you here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. What's the obstacle? We do have the Page of Pentacles. Again, it's going really slow. It's like the promotions aren't there. The raises aren't there. I'm not moving along. I feel like it's moved, like I've been there for maybe at least a month or a year. Pentacles are years, cups are months for me. Maybe I've been there already for a year and I haven't gained a raise. I haven't gained a promotion. I'm not moving forward. Like I feel like it's not really working for me. The outcome is the King of Cups in the reverse. It almost feels like everything comes pouring out the top. Like the King of Cups to me in the reverse is somebody who is throwing tantrums. I don't think you're throwing a tantrum, Aries, but I feel like you're definitely going to let somebody know. It feels like you're not going to hold it in anymore. You're definitely going to say something here. And we do have the Nine of Cups, and it's just gonna, it's like the, yeah, I'm seeing Charlie, my guide, is showing me, one of those kettles with the cap on it that whistles. It's like you finally put your thumb on the whistle and it's like it lets out all the steam. It's almost like right now it's like it's little at a time, and it's like you're trying to hold it all underneath. And then the King of Cups is in the reverse here, and it makes you feel so much better because now you can put your thumb on the thing that releases the thing that's whistling, and all of a sudden all the steam comes pouring out. So I feel like you are going to kind of, I feel like you're just going to say, I got to go because this is bunk, right? I've got all the information. I've learned everything that I'm supposed to. I'm here on time all the time. I'm always here in the 3D waiting to learn something face to face, but things are moving really slow and you guys don't trust me to do much. So I think I've got to go. So let's look at finances here. We've got finances, and it says here that your finances, I feel you're supposed to look at your finances in an intuitive way. 39 is a 12, 1 and 2 is a 3. Got the 3 of Pentacles here. It feels like you need partnership, or maybe you need to enlist somebody to help you look at it. But I feel like you're supposed to, like maybe you feel like you're drowning as it pertains to your finances here, and it feels like you need to surrender and maybe enlist some help possibly. Tell me about the finances. We've got the King of Cups in the upright this time. We've got the 7 of Cups. And we've got the 4 of Swords. So I want to say that the 7 of Cups tells me that there might be somebody here, and I mean, it's not for everybody, so don't get offended if I say somebody here is just not a money manager. It feels like you need more information, and you need more information from someone who has more information than you, and I think that's the King of Cups. I feel like you can learn to really get a handle on your finances. Maybe for some of you, you're younger and you need the help of somebody who's older to help you here. But I feel like you're supposed to surrender it or enlist somebody to help you. Somebody who knows more than you do, someone who's patient and kind. We've got the 7 of Cups. I think the financial growth part of it for you, like where to invest and maybe you have a pension that you want to invest. Like all of those things are kind of overwhelming for you or mysterious, or you don't understand them. They're very confusing and overwhelming. So I feel like the only way to make your finances grow here is with the 4 of Swords, getting stability. Swords are all about what you learn, right? It's all about what's in the mind. So I feel like you need to find somebody who can help you stabilize your finances, possibly for some of you, because it feels like somebody here is kind of feeling like they're sinking or drowning. We have water, and then we have surrender. It's like somebody's got waving their white flag in the air. Can I get some help over here, please? The situation is the 4 of Cups. So I feel like you're holding it down. I feel like it's steady. I feel like right now it's okay, but also I feel like there's more opportunities to grow your finances here. Tell me about the 4 of Cups. We do have the Magician. Yeah, it feels like you need the tools. I feel like the King of Cups is the person who can give you the tools. This feels like somebody who might be a father or an older person, somebody who has a little bit more knowledge in the financial industry here. So I feel like the 4 of Cups tells me don't snooze on it. You need all the tools, all the information that you can get so you can become a magician of your finances. So you can start manifesting, right? Whatever it is that you want. Without the tools, you can't do that. Tell me about what is working for you. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is working for you. So I feel like you've got your finances to a certain place, but it feels like you need to get in partnership with somebody who knows what they're doing. And I'm not saying that you don't, but I feel that you don't have as much knowledge as you should. And maybe it's time for someone to, maybe you need to look into what you're doing for a living. Like maybe what you're doing for a living is just an industry that doesn't pay all that much. And maybe it's time, like here, it feels like you're going to be moving along here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's working for you. I feel like you are growing your pentacles, because I feel like you, with the Seven of Pentacles, you've taken a different, how can I say, you've created a path. Like your intention is to grow this Seven of Pentacles. In order to do that, you've got to nurture whatever it is that you're doing. So I feel like you go from the 3 to the 7 of Pentacles just simply by putting in a little bit of hard work here. But it does feel like this is something that you are trying to nurture. That's what's working for you. Tell me about the obstacle, being the Ace of Wands, please. We've got the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's time to begin something new, to look for new opportunities to build your finances. But I feel like the obstacle is that possibly that you are looking passively and you're not really looking in fire. You're not really, it's like a fire hasn't built under you yet enough for you to have to move. I really do feel that if you find something new, if you find a new beginning or a new way to love your finances, a new way to be excited about saving money, I feel like you will become the emperor this month. It feels like you are somebody who will be stable and sturdy and steady, calling all the shots. You're the person who knows what to do. Now you no longer need the help of the king, because I feel like you are going to become the emperor. You're going to grab hold of your finances, and I feel like you are, you're going to grow the finances. Tell me about the emperor, please, the outcome. We've got the Two of Wands. You have to make some pretty hard decisions. Yeah. I feel some of the decisions are you're going to have to enlist somebody into a partnership to show you how to grow from the 3 to the 7 of Pentacles. And once you get to the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you will find something new, a new way to make money, an exciting new way to make money that you really love. But I think that there are some hard decisions that you're going to have to make in the month of October, and take advantage of taking charge of the finances here. Tell me about love. Tell me about this situation in love here. What's coming in love? It looks like there is something that's coming in that's new for you if you're interested in that. We do have the Hanged Man energy. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Swords. So it does feel like somebody here is, I want to say that you're not really a person who is interested in dating at this time. And I don't think it's because you don't want a person in your life. I think it's because you're kind of blocked right now. It feels like you're trying to get a perspective. You're holding back, trying to get a perspective, maybe looking over details possibly, or trying to feel it out intuitively. Is this really what I want? Do I really want to be accountable to someone else? Because when you're in a relationship, you kind of are. It feels like you are blocking yourself at this time because the situation is the 7 of Swords. I feel like you're not feeling very trusting, and you're trying to heal that. I feel like there is a block that you're trying to leave behind. I'm just seeing that there are 4 in the quiver and 2 on the ground. So the 2 of Swords is here. I feel like you're trying to leave the 2 of Swords behind you, feeling blocked. The Ace of Swords is over the shoulders. And so that means that I feel like the challenge is communication. That's what I feel. It's communication and trusting people. Tell me about the situation. We've got the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you have a really hard time finding people who are honest with you. It's like you first step into a relationship and it's like, the honeymoon phase, right? And the bloom is still on the rose. And then I feel like as you get to know somebody deeper and deeper, you find out that they're hiding things, that they're not being completely truthful, that maybe they're not lying to you, but they're not telling you everything. And I feel like the situation is that you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You're just like, just tell me up front. I just want to know. Just be honest with me. I have a hard time meeting people who are honest or are ready to be honest and stand up and be honest. I feel like I only meet people who are not being honest with me. We've got what is working for you is the World card. So I feel like you're probably just out of a relationship. For some of you, that this month might be a month that you decide that you just want to be alone, because I feel like you've closed a chapter here. We do have the devil with a codependent person, somebody who wasn't truthful with you, somebody who is possibly really stuck to you. It's like demanding you give them the morning text and the night text and always at their place, and they got to be stuck to the hip. You have no time alone. Like it feels like that sort of energy. So I feel like you're closing the door on that, and you don't necessarily trust people. And I feel like the obstacle is the Fool in the reverse. The obstacle is, I would love to get into a relationship, but I always end up being played for the fool, because this person is codependent with me, obsessed almost, and I keep giving them everything, and it's never enough, and then I end up closing the door because it's not for me. So the fool ensues, right? The Fool in the reverse is somebody who doesn't want to look foolish, but ends up looking foolish in the long run. Tell me about the obstacle, please. It is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's the obstacle to your Ten of Cups is the Fool in reverse. It's like you have not found anybody at this point who is willing to be honest with you and not codependent. Somebody who doesn't need you is what you're looking for. You're looking for an Empress, because the Empress doesn't need you. We do have the Ten of Cups. It looks like the outcome is the Ten of Cups. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you are going to meet somebody. It does feel like you will, but I think it's supposed to start slow, because the Three of Pentacles is about partnership. It's about friendship. It's about building it slowly. It's about, I want to know if you're on my side. If you're on my side and I'm on your side, it feels like somebody you would network with or maybe meet their friends. Like it feels like you need to start in Pentacles. So I feel like starting in fire is the thing that always gets you in this Fool in reverse energy. That the blockage to your Ten of Cups is that you want to start slow. It's time to stop starting in fire. And I don't know if that's you, and if it's not, that's fine, but I'm talking to the ones that maybe you're looking for the Ten of Cups, but you feel like it's going to take forever to get there because we need to build, right? We do have a lot of threes, and so I feel like you're on the right path. I also feel like that it's time to sort of let go of control, and it feels like go with the flow, I want to say. That maybe you need to get out, get with people, get in a different group of people, find a new group of people, people who are working in Pentacles. So people who do the same thing you do for a living, or people who are networking. It feels like it needs to start out in a partnership. So not holding hands, just meeting each other for coffee, meeting each other out and having a movie or dinner or whatever. It has to start out in something that is slow moving, dependable. You know, I feel like that's what's going to work for you. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, but maybe another block could be that you need to do a little bit of work on yourself first. So you have the boundaries in place, so you're not dealing in, so you can identify the codependent people when they show up. So you can identify the ones who are not being honest and truthful with you. And that happens by spending time by yourself and building some boundaries and actually taking time to go slow. I feel like the outcome is good for you as long as you decide to take everything really, really slow. We have here, you may not understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, the blessings will soon be revealed. So it does feel like there is something new coming. You just need to be patient. We've got partnership, and it feels like, I feel like is there one more Three of Pentacles here? No, I think you're supposed to move slow. And it is, it's an overall happy month, but I feel like it's about enlisting people, having partnerships with people. We've got Three of Pentacles is under here too. So we've got 3 threes, right? Yeah. So there is a bunch of growth that's coming in October. You might be seeing threes, but I feel like it's going to be a perspective for you. I feel like your perspective is going to bring you to some sort of place of stability here, but you're going to come to it slowly. And I know that Aries, you move forward pretty quick, but I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has some earth in the chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here. So it feels like this could be a very slow moving month for you until the wheel turns upright. So then it would be time for things to change. But it feels like there's some things you need to get to work on. That's what it feels like. I'm going to leave this right here, Aries. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. Have a beautiful October. I'm going to go for now. Take care. Bye-bye.